Mark, as the winning run goes on, 2 assists, a goal, sum up your night.
Yeah, obviously it's always nice to go through in cup games, and FA Cup's definitely a special competition to play in. So we're pleased that we can go through to the next round, and more importantly, we keep momentum going and keep winning games. So, yeah.
What was the key tonight? Because you were playing a team under pressure, a manager under pressure.
Yeah, they're under a bit of pressure, but I thought they done well. They didn't panic after they conceded so early on. They got back in the game twice. One was offside. So that, they're still fighting for each other and still a team. So hopefully things get better for them.
And it's a wonderful run of form for you. Is this the best run of form for some time for you? Where do you place this run of form in your own career?
Yeah, probably goal scoring form. This is probably up there with the best that I've been. So I feel good on the pitch, and I'm getting in positions in areas to score goals, and if they keep creating chances, then I feel at the minute I'll keep scoring.
And what about putting a trophy at the end of it all? Because it's I think United's worst run in 40 years without a trophy. So what about in 4 competitions putting a trophy to the end of all this?
Yeah, that's the aim. That's why we do what we do and why we work so hard. We want to be in finals, we want to be in the biggest games, and ultimately we want to win silver and trophies. So hopefully this season we get the opportunity to do that.
Well done tonight, Marcus. Emirates Player of the Match. Fantastic.
Cheers.
It's much more than goal-scoring form, isn't it? It's just an all-round level of confidence that you can see, which is in such stark contrast to what we saw, say, 12 months ago from him.
Yeah, it's just a different frame of mind. A manager that's come in and he's playing a brand of football that suits him. He knows exactly what he's doing. He's like I mentioned at the start, he's had a break. You know what I mean? His head's clear. He knows what he wants to do. He's very fit, and the club's starting to turn the corner in respects of where they're going. It's still early doors, but he is one of the main reasons why they're doing what they're doing, and obviously the manager's done well to get them going there.
Yeah. What do you make of what you see of Rashford just at the moment?
Well, the beauty of tonight watching Marcus, this is what I expect from him now. I'm not surprised what I've seen tonight. I think he's now becoming hopefully one of the main players for United. Can he get him back to competing to winning trophies? He's taking responsibility. So tonight with his 2 assists and goals, I'm thinking I kind of expect this from Marcus now every week. He's obviously playing with confidence. We've seen him for obviously the first and second goal, the assist. When he's got full backs or wing backs in the positions, 1v1s, he's going to go by you. We can't even be too critical of their defending tonight. Yeah, we said the first one, it could have been a bit more aggressive. But this tonight, when he gets this ball here, you're looking and we're watching it. We got a great view from where we're sitting. We're thinking, Everton are in trouble here now. And particularly, Seamus Coleman's in trouble. Marcus is going to decide here. Seamus can't do anything about it. Even a 24-year-old Seamus Coleman, you cannot defend that. I think it's just brilliant.
It's just
too
quick, isn't it?
It's just too quick, and he's going to decide what he's going to do. That's what the good players do. You talk about stopping it. You can't stop the really players who are in top form. And Seamus, he's got him on toast there.
He's in total control of that situation. You see Malacia running him inside. And so you could see that it's all part of making sure that Marcus Rashford gets his time to get space and to run at the player. Then you have to know your players. You've got to run at someone like Seamus Coleman. It's like what we saw Damari Gray when he had Varane. Run at those players, commit them, and that's what he's done now.
And Conor Cody can't do anything else, can he? He's got to commit because obviously he doesn't know what's behind him necessarily, and that's what happens.
And he's facing his own across, hard to defend.
Everton thought it was 2-2.
Yeah.
It was a really well-worked goal, in inverted commas.
Yeah.
It's a lovely touch from Damari Gray. Is it being overly critical of Damari Gray to say he should be able to stay onside there?
Well, I think when you look at it, you have to say, in this instant, it's a beautiful flick from him, firstly. But I think, yes, he seems to be in a very much of a hurry to get onto that when there's a lot of space there. You've got to look at Luke Shaw's number in the first instance. Because once he gets someone in this situation, he's beaten them all night. So, he's done brilliantly, but it's earlier on. You know what I mean? Because there's a lot of space. There it is. There's a lot of space to run into. Luke Shaw, to be fair to him, he's run inside and he's run towards the player. So you've seen Damari Gray running forward instead of just trying to stay level with Luke Shaw. But it's so
he's got
tight.
such a good view of Luke
but the
Shaw,
thing is that the margins are so tight.
But
Even if he does it, you could still be.
But you have to do it quick. You have to do it quick.
Yeah.
If he slows down there, United get back. So it's a tight call and a bit unlucky. But again, you saw the Shaw comes down for Shaw. You can't play Shaw as a centre-half against any sort of decent striker. He'll be found out. We just saw little clips
I
there.
mean, I know it's very hard, but today with VAR, you'll never get away with it. In the way, 2 years ago, that would probably not have been given with the naked eye as offside. We wouldn't be talking about it.
I always go back to that. You remember, you again go back to it. You still want to give the attacking team or the attacking the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
But the rules are he's offside.
Frank, did you deserve better overall?
I think so. The players were very, very good in a sense of the organisation, the game plan, the work ethic, the togetherness. I think things that should be basics in football, but people question them when you have a performance like we did the other night and result. And we were really good. We had the better chances, I think. Need to analyse the game again, but good chances for us and a goal disallowed. And Marcus Rashford, probably a bit of the difference between the teams because top individual talent can do that to you.
It's one win, as you know, though, in 12 matches. It's 9 defeats. And at Everton in previous seasons, that meant only one thing for the manager.
Yeah, but that's not under my control. So it's not for me to focus on that. To focus on what I saw tonight was a performance which is what every manager wants, with the attitude of the team and the focus. And our only focus now is Southampton, because this league, to answer your question, can change very quickly. And when you're in a run of difficult times, you have to work really hard to get out of it, and the picture can change.
Has tonight, then, do you think, enhanced your chances of being in charge for the game against Southampton?
I don't want to go on that. I only want to talk about the players tonight and how well they played. And I'm not concerned. My focus is in this team and getting a result against Southampton.
You know the toxicity around the place, though, Frank. You see the sack the ball banners out there at the end, albeit the fans are applauding the players and you. Well,
that's what I saw, and when the players perform with the spirit of an Everton player and a performance they put in tonight, the fans will react to that, even in defeat, and that says a lot. So we can't harp on too much about the fans. I don't want to hear that talk about the fans too much in a football sense. Our game of next week is at Goodison. We need to make the fans feel like they felt about the team tonight, and then try and win the game.
Well, Gabriel talks about the banners, the sack the board banners, which were here this evening, but there was a progression, there was an aggression about Everton in the second half that should give Frank Lampard a little bit of hope.
Yeah, he would have been encouraged by tonight's performance, of course. There's another defeat, but they've got to bring that into the next game. They've got to bring that tenacity, that character we talk about, which they showed against Man City. And sometimes it's easier to do that when you're expected to be beaten and you sit in and you get some plaudits, even for getting beaten. But they've got to go on now and win some football matches. Is it Southampton, West Ham? They've got to get some positive results, or obviously the pressure will keep building.
I think when you look at the way Onana played, I think Decore looked something like what I've seen him when he was playing pretty at his best. If they can get Calvert-Lewin on, they've got to get the ball into the box. Especially they're going to defend like this, which I think they should do. Keep it tight, keep it strong. And then with Demarai Gray, I know he said that Marcus Rashford was the difference, and he was, because obviously Southampton scored. But Demarai Gray had a lot of say in this game. And if you could get him going, get that defence solid, and then just a little bit better in the final third, get some crosses in the box for Dominic Calvert-Lewin to attack, and then, who knows. But I feel that what I saw tonight, especially with that for the fans, 9,000 fans come here tonight with the way they
Sometimes
play.
it's easier right away from home.
Yes,
the problem is with the atmosphere, obviously protests against the board. The players have got to show a bit of character and bravery at home. In the home matches, when the fans are on your back, say, listen, I'm playing for Everton, I'm a big player, give me the ball, and show some sort of bravery. Courage is not about hitting people all the time, it's about wanting the ball when you don't want it, and that's what they've got to show. It's okay coming to Old Trafford and getting a few plaudits, even though you've been beaten. It's what you do at home, because obviously that will dictate their season, whether they can stay in the league. But they've shown enough tonight to say, listen, there's worse teams off than you in the Premier League.
Definitely.
And with one or two
maybe
lads
play
coming
five
back
at the
from
back,
injuries.
even if it's interpreted a bit negatively when you're at home.
You
Play
have
five
to.
at the back.
I've got no problem with the Everton fans doing that, because I think the Everton fans should be saying that, and I think the board should be saying something to those fans. Those fans turn up with the way Everton have been running the last few years, and they've still turned up tonight after hammering the other day. They should be saying something.
7 wins in a row.
Yeah.
Is the beast stirring?
Well, we'll see how it goes.
That's what he says, not
That momentum, you got to keep going on, build on that.